Hey, loves. Shell, get out the camera. There you are. Hey, love. How are you? Please like and share. Hey there. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Please like and share. Okay, guys. So let's get started with some stuff. Um, it's Tarot Tuesday, so most of you know the rules. Drop a color, and if it's the color that I'm thinking of, you get your question answered. Or if you don't want to use your intuition, you're more than welcome to make a donation greater than $10 to get your question answered that way. So I want to shout out a few people. I want to shout out Alyssa Martin. If you're in the Warner Robins area or surrounding areas and you're looking for someone to take care of your hair, she is your go-to person. She will take care of your hair, nurture your hair, and make sure that it is healthy and it is growing. And she takes her time about it and she cares about what she does. Um, so if she is someone that you're interested in, if you're looking for a therapist, she is it. I just recommend her. I'm going to shout her out. I'm also going to shout out Adam Martin. For those of you that love grilled food, he is your go-to guy. You can taste the love in the food. I have never experienced anything like it. It's delicious. It's I can't say enough about it. At Uncle Adam's Grilling. Hey, Miss Marilyn, why you doing? Is his page, Uncle Adam's Grilling, here on Facebook. So you can go and check him out. You can book him for events. Holiday time, they do the full meals and things like that so that you don't have to do the cooking, they do it for you. Also, I want to shout out Nairi Sanchez. She's not on here, but she is my good friend and collaborator. If at any time that you cannot get me, please call her and check in with her and book with her. My special for the month of January, all readers are $22.22 for this month of January. Also, if you find yourself stuck and you're having some issues, I highly recommend that you check me out, talk to me, and consult with me about the 28-day Become the Magician of Your Life um, challenge. And with that, you become more self-aware of who you are, the conversations you're having with yourself. You're able to capture your thoughts and really filter through those things and make a mind shift and change of mindset and establish a daily routine for meditation, connecting not just with spirit but with yourself and then encouraging yourself. You also find out about how to bathe, how to cleanse, how to use the sage and Palo Santos versus just lighting up and burning it. It's a little more steps you can add to that to get the cleansing that you're seeking. Also, it's about the colors and things of that nature, the foods that you're taking into your body, and how you treat yourself and how much water you're drinking every day and things of that nature. So let's get started with some colors, some questions. That's what we're here for. So let's go. Adam, you're more than welcome. Okay, Will, you in my brain this right now. Go ahead and drop your question. Miss Marilyn, go ahead and drop your question. General, okay. Well, according to this, you're about to, if you're not already in, to go through a tower moment. And with this tower moment, that means the truth is going to come out. Some things are going to be revealed. And things are going to kind of be broken down around you. With that being said, take the opportunity to not just stay stuck in a tower moment, but to look around and assess your situation and say, okay, this has happened. Okay, Miss Man, I got you. And what is it that I want to eliminate at this time from my life? Or what is it that I want to change about the things that I'm doing in order to be a better me, have a better life, and do things the way that I want to do them? Will, you have to understand we create our own reality by our thoughts, words, actions, and deeds. So if there's some things that are going on right now that you don't like or you don't particularly care for, what are you doing about it? How are you changing it? Hey, Dwayne. Also, coming in as something that you want is this Six of Cups is coming in reverse. So right now you may be dwelling a little bit too much in the past on some issues, and it's time to move forward and process and move on and let go. If you can release the past, you can embrace the future and things will change. But if you continue to dwell on what used to be or what was, how are you going to experience what is? And how are you going to create what you want your now to be? It's about living in the present. Also, we got the Chariot coming in. So this is something that's going to help you. So it's about moving forward. Your goals are really in sight, and don't get distracted or lose sight of what it is that you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do. Stay on point. Do not get derailed by the tower moment. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that slow you down. You're starting to build some momentum and some things that you're working on. Also, you have the Page of Wands here. So right now, that's about having some courage and understanding that you do everything out of integrity and what is in earnest. So, you can expect some good news, some good things coming your way after all this stuff is taking place, and so that you can kind of push forward and push past that. Also, right now, the outcome, this is the Hangman coming up. And with this Hangman, it means that whatever is taking place right now, it's because the position, and I think we talked about this before, that you're choosing to take, hey, love, and how you're the way you're choosing to move at this time is because you are not willing to give up anything, and you're holding this position, and that may be some of your problem. You may need to take a step back, breathe, look at the big picture of things, and look at the everything, and take another spin on things so that you can get some of the things you want. Lastly, bottom of the deck, you got the Nine of Wands here. And with this Nine of Wands, it's about there's a pause and a struggle, but your defenses are still up. And while you're in this pause of whatever it is that you're going through at this time, will really take the time to do some self-assessment and take a look around of your territory, your lay of your land, and kind of decide which way you want to go and how you want to move. I hope that resonates with you. Miss Marilyn, what's the holdup about getting this new job? Probably what I can't say the C word, but what I will refer to as the plague. You know, it's people are getting sick, people that key people are not in place to do some things that they need to do to make things happen the way they should. And yeah, because you've been waiting for a minute. This coming almost a year for this new job, and it shouldn't take that long. So I'm going to say it's the plague that we're dealing with right now, and I say that so that I don't get kicked off and put in Facebook jail. Well, let's see. Okay, Miss Marilyn, the world is here right now, the position that you're in. So you have completed a cycle, and right now you're kind of in a holding pattern, so to speak, trying to figure out what's next to do. And also, this is a time where dreams come true. So I feel like also the delay with this new job is you're kind of ahead of your blessing. So um relax a little bit and breathe and just take in the scenery of where you are. And I know you're ready to move forward, but also understand that you're an asset where you are and you're needed there for whatever time, whatever's going on right now. You're needed in that place, and that may be also another reason why have not been able to move on to your next destination and new job. Also coming in is the Strength card. Understand that soft answer turns away wrath. And so when you're talking with people and trying to get some understanding about some things, it's best to state your case and try to remain calm and understand that a lot of times some of the things that people do is not directly geared towards you, and sometimes they're just following the instructions of somebody else that has not taken the time to consider other people. They're just trying to get a job done. Also with that, understand the moon is here. So also going on with this job is that you got some insincere people around you, and they're saying one thing and doing something else, and they're telling you one thing and they're telling someone something totally opposite what they're telling you. So be very careful about the conversations you're having around this job, if any, and the people that you're inquiring to, because some people, how can I put it, get mad because you ask a question. Some people don't like people asking questions, and they get offended because you ask questions, but questions are good. I am a firm believer in there are no dumb questions, bad questions, ignorant questions, but questions, if someone has a question, it's a valid question because they're seeking some type of understanding. Shelby, thank you, ma'am. And you're right in my camera view, laying up there. Also, you got the Knight of Pentacles here. with this Knight of Pentacles, it's about being patient, continue to work the way that you do, and being reliable in your job because you show up on time, you do what you're supposed to do, and then you go about your day. Lastly, that's coming up here is this Devil card. Don't get caught up in your insecurities and things like that, because when you get caught up in your insecurities, they show up and that can be your downfall. And some people will view that as a sign of weakness. So I know that you're probably at your wits' end concerning this new position, but at the same time, continue to do the things that you're doing on your current assignment, and kind of just, you've already asked for the job, you've asked, for it, so you're waiting for things to come through. So sit back and get busy doing what you're doing, and don't dwell on it, because if you dwell on it, it's also about an obsession. So don't get obsessed with moving on to a new job. Just know that it is coming and in divine timing. Lastly, you have the Five of Swords here. And with this Five of Swords, things have come to a halt and you can go no further, but also during what you feel like is a time of not being productive or moving forward, it's time for you to start preparing to move forward into this new job. It's time to start preparing for something different in a different type of environment. I hope that resonates with you, Miss Marilyn. So, with that being said, let's go again. Let's see. Let's get some colors going up on in the comment box, and let's see um who I can service next. Hey D, how's it going? I meant to call you today and I got sidetracked. I apologize. How's everybody? Sheldon, get on the other sofa. Okay, great. So, questions, colors, what's going on? Okay, so this is what I want you guys to understand. I'm going to tell you. I'm changing the way I do the card of the day. I'm no longer going to be posting the card of the day on Facebook and Instagram. I will, however, be, yes, ma'am, however, still be doing a card of the day, but it's going to be on the podcast only. I am also exploring Clubhouse, and I'm also exploring fan base as well. So those are other platforms that you can catch me on, and I will start trying to share when I'm on those platforms so that you can join me there, and also as well on BIGO. So Tuesdays and Thursday nights I'm here on Facebook, and so I'm going to figure out what other nights I'll be on other platforms where you guys can join me and get your readings and things of that nature, and get some insight on what to do and how to proceed in your lives. Dwayne, no, not black. That's not a color of the rainbow. Come on. Okay, Dwayne, what's your question, sweetie? Also, I want to encourage everybody when they're out and about to be safe. I like to, I really don't care for the dark colors. Um, there's nothing wrong with them, but you know, I like to good vibes, positive vibes, bright colors. and things like that. And so if you're thinking about bright colors, it makes a difference. It's about the vibrations. So red is a vibrant color. Red is, you know, lifeline, bloodline, life force, represents blood and things that are vibrant and flowing. Okay, you want them Deacon Darn Orisha cards. Me and these cards are not really getting along. It's not funny. Hey, where in the world in blue blazes have you been? Okay, Dwayne, you got the salamanders here. With these salamanders, see how they're kind of blending in with the environment. It's time for you to kind of camouflage where you are, what you're doing, and kind of blend into the scenery a little bit so that you're not a focal point or people are not zeroing in on you. Also, the village is here. And with this village, it's about things falling down, breaking down. It's kind of equivalent of the tower. So with that being said, with people falling out, people falling to the wayside and things like that, it's a time for you to be able to rebuild your life, do things the way that you want to do them, and kind of redefine who you are moving forward. And also, it's about getting back to basics and building your village with your tribe so that you can prosper the way that you want to. It's time to gather with people of like minds so that, iron sharpens iron and you guys can come together and decide how to go forward. Also, we got the air element here. So with that, the air is about conflict and is also about communication. So at this time, be careful how you communicate with people. Be mindful of what is said and make sure that people have a full understanding when you're having dialogue with people, and make sure that you're getting a full understanding of what people are saying. If someone is saying something you don't really truly understand it, please ask them to slow down and explain it to you. Also, Shango is here. So you know what that's about. That's about you tapping into that warrior side, that divine masculine side of yourself, and you taking some action and moving forward in ways that you've never done before, and about taking charge of a situation. Also, outcome here, you got the Three of Fire. With this Three of Fire, it's about having a realization of your hopes and dreams and knowing that what you're working towards or what you're wanting is there. It's about knowing, okay, it's that aha moment. Well, I used to want this, but now I got that. And bottom of the deck, oh, the devil. Here he is. So, whatever insecurities you got going on or things like that, it's time to deal with those, pull them out, and let's kind of face some of our fears and examine some motives as to why you feel insecure in certain areas. Because if you stay stuck in it and don't deal with it, it's going to be your downfall. And you want a positive outcome at this time. You know, to get with me and talk, and we can kind of figure out and pull out some stuff and map out where some of this stuff is coming from. I hope that resonates with you. Okay, guys, let's get started with some more colors, please. Let's do it. Also, guys, remember, I do still create shea butter body products. I still create shower gel. I still do the hand the bar soap as well. Javon, drop your question. Alyssa, drop your question. Cornette, drop your question. Okay, General, I got you. All right. How everything is going to play out. Okay, cool. So, Javon, this is what I'm hearing. That song is just an illusion with this Seven of Cups here. So, whatever's going on right now with you, and although you feel like, okay, my number for Zelle, I'll put it up there. But, it's about having an illusion of accomplishing some things, but really in thinking things are one way, but it's really not the way that you think they are. And it's like you're holding on to hope and kind of daydreaming about some things, but understand that you got to stay grounded and be practical about things that you're considering and how you're undertaking some stuff. And know that you're gonna have to look at things for what, and look and see things for what they are and how they really are, in order to get a full understanding of what is going on at this time. Um, you got the Six of Cups coming in reverse, and with that, it's about living too much in the past. It's about dwelling and staying stuck in a place of what used to be and what was. And you got to be present. You got to be here and now and participate in life now as you know it, versus what used to be, if that makes sense to you. Also, you have the Nine of Pentacles coming in for you, which is going to help you. And this is about your material well-being and being prudent and about your home. So as you continue to be a good steward over the things that you have and the things that you have acquired, and the things that you desire will come to you because you're showing the universe that I can take care of these things. I know how to handle my money, and I'm doing the things that I need to do to get things in order. Also, coming up is this five of swords right here, and at some point you've kind of reached a stalemate with some things, and so there's a pause and a struggle, and you get to breathe a little bit. And because with this breathing and having this pause and the struggle, it's time for you to sit back and look at things and really decide what it is you want to do, because you're coming into a new start, Ace of Wands, and you're coming into a new venture, trying to do some different things, and um it's about your fortune. So your money is coming in, also connected to this new beginning. Lastly, bottom of the deck is the Hierophant here. So it's about, at this time, being kind of laid back, conservative, trying to do some things in a traditional manner, and using your wisdom and kindness. A kind word goes a long way. So regardless of how your day is going, if someone speaks to you or you're speaking and passing to someone, my grandmother used to tell me speaking ain't crowded. And sometimes just that simple hello with a smile makes a difference in someone's day. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay, Coronet General, I got you. Also, guys, don't forget to join me in Clubhouse and after the live, because I'm not only reading cards, but we're having an open discussion. That's a safe place to ask questions about how to do things to help yourself, especially if you're trying to do some work on yourself. And I understand right now that you know it's a lot of you can't afford to pay someone to do the work, and you need some guidance on what to do and how to do and how to get your outcomes to be what you want them to be. That's a safe place to discuss it on Clubhouse after the live. So please, the link is on Lunar Pheonix LLC on the page, and you can click that link and join me at Clubhouse. Once I leave here, I'll be on Clubhouse starting at 10:05 tonight, and I stay there until the conversation is done. And listen, while I'm reading Coronet, can you clarify your question? How are things going to play out in terms of what I'm asking, so I know how to ask. So Coronet, you got the 4 cups here. And with this 4 cups, yes, you're tired. And you've kind of lost your enthusiasm for some things. And you're not satisfied with some situations that you got going on right now. And you're trying to find some solutions that you can live with and be okay with at this time. Also, I see this the Knight of Pentacles here. So the Knight of Pentacles is about being patient. Your money is coming, but it's coming kind of slow right now. But you're working hard and you're showing up and you're being reliable, and you are doing the things that you need to do to make things happen. So don't get weary and well doing, and don't give up right now on this journey that we're on. Also, you got the 6 of Wands here also. And with this 6 of Wands, this is about some good news, and you've gone through some struggles and things like that. And it's about some planning. So you got to plan and know that regardless of what things look like, things are still going to work out for you, and you just have to stick to your plans. And right now is a time to move in silence and not tell all to everybody, and just kind of keep things to your chest and until you see the results that you want. And then once you have accomplished the results you want, everybody will like, oh, okay, I didn't know you're working on that, but it's a done deal. And the less you say about the things that you're trying to accomplish, the easier it'll be for you to get where you're going. Also, you got the Five of Swords here. So again, a lot of you are having some pauses and struggles and some relief where you can kind of catch your breath and sit back and look at some stuff. And it's about when you get these pauses and yes, you remain defensive, but at the same time, look at the whole picture. Take into consideration all sides, all angles, and I'm hearing you need to put yourself in the other individual's shoes and understand what their perspective is and where they're coming from with this. Also, um, yeah, you got to kind of put think about how you would feel if you were in their position at this time, and what would you do? Also, you got the Two of Cups here coming as your outcome. So that's about coming together and really someone being willing to work to really start a new beginning of friendship and love and come into agreement so that um you can move forward in the same direction on the same page. Bottom of the deck, you got these Eight of Cups here. And this Eight of Cups is about being at a turning point in your life and going on a journey. And it may be a physical journey or it may be a spiritual journey where you are led to take some actions and do some things different from what you're doing at this time so that you can be the best you can be version of yourself, and also so that you can find some enjoyment in life and the things that you want and have some accomplishments as well. So understand that as you're at this turning point and you're making decisions, you got to look at everything, the big picture, and really decide what direction you want your life to go in at this time. Because it's all about creating the reality that you want. If the life you live is not by your design, you're not living a life of your own. You're living your life for someone else. So at this point, if you're doing things or living a life that someone else has suggested, if you're working a job that someone else told you you need to work and things like that, it's time to decide what it is that you want to do, what's going to make you happy, and create that reality. Create the world that you want to live in. If you want more love, be more loving, continue to be loved, and understand, don't let what other people do dictate, hey, Tweety Gee, how you treat them. People can talk about you, do stuff or whatever, but still come from a place of love. And my grandmother always ingrained in me, you treat people better than they treat you. And so I took that to mean, regardless of what someone is saying or how things are, you try to be the person that still goes over and beyond and above to meet the other person's needs. And what that looks like for you, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's being available to people when they call and trying to answer those calls or respond. It's about giving my time or whatever I can at this time to make someone else's day better, or to make someone else's life better, and try to enhance and do whatever it is that I can do right now at this present time. So I hope that resonates with you, Coronet. So how are things gonna play out with you in the cup business? What are you speaking over your cup business, Alyssa? How do you want it to play out? What are you doing to make it worth it? You're more than welcome, is the question. What is the outcome that you want? What are you speaking over your cup business? Are you talking yourself down before you get started? I don't think so. Is it going to be worth it? That depends on you. What you invest your time and put your effort in, that's where you get your production from. That's where you get it. That's what responds. So if you want this cup business to work, what are you putting in it? Okay, so this is what I'm gonna say. Let's look at this. Let's dissect your statement before I go into these cards. I want it to be a good side hustle, and I work on them in most of my free time. Let's go back to I want it to be a good side hustle. Let's say I know it's a good side hustle. Not that you want to be, because it can be whatever you make it. It will not be a good side hustle if you decide not to do what you're doing. If you decide to not put any effort into it. So let's start there. Instead of saying I want it to be a good side hustle, it is a good side hustle. And yes, you work on them most of your free time. And make sure that when you're working on it in your free time, is that your vibrations are high and you're happy and you're doing it because you want to do it, not because you're trying to get something done. Um, if you're excited, your vibes are high, or just relaxed while working on them, it's going to show through. Just like when you and Adam cook in the kitchen together and that's something you want to do, the food tastes it because you can taste the love in it. So with these cups, people need to see the love in these cups. So let's get started with this moon. So the moon is here. And this moon is about secrets. Um, some insincerity possibly in you and some other people. And that's about somebody maybe not speaking their truth, or somebody that doesn't know you very well as of yet, and they're just trying to feel you out, so they don't know how to respond, so they're kind of like the yes person at this time, or they're just really friendly at this time. Also, you got to understand where you're trying to go. The Hierophant is here, so it's about taking a conservative approach to this business. And with that, understand that use your wisdom and your kindness when you're working on this business and when you're developing it, because every time you touch a cup, you're working on the business. Every time you look for vinyl or whatever you're using, medium you're using on these cups, that's about you taking the time, and be conservative at this time because you're just starting out. So because you're just starting out, do you go and dump a bunch of money over into this? No. But you do produce some quality items before someone puts in an order for it and say, hey, this is a cup that I produce, and this is what I'm offering. And you have several different ones that are unique in design that you made because it was fun for you, and that's going to show through, and that's what's going to draw your business, because you have everybody makes cups, but everybody don't make the cups like you make them. You know, that's just like me. A lot of people are reading cards, but everybody don't read cards like I read them. A lot of people are life coaches, but a lot of people aren't coaching the way I do it. It's a lot of people doing a lot of the same things, but they're not all doing them the same way. So you got to find that unique thing, or whatever your signature thing is going to be with these cups, that make your cup stand out from someone else's. It may be that you put a little something something somewhere on the cup, and all your cups got this little something something on it, so that people know that Alyssa Martin made this cup, because on every cup that she makes, she puts this mark on her cups. And that's going to make that cup more desirable, because you're putting something on the cup that no one else is putting on the cup. You're putting your mark on it. So with this cup business, you got to put your mark on it, and you got to speak what you want it to be. Also coming in, this King of Cups, you know, and I feel like that's your husband coming and supporting you. You know, he's considerate, and he'll help you as much as he can, however he can. And he's there, you know, for that, and to and help you have enjoyment in what you're doing. Also, you got the High Priestess coming in for you. So with this High Priestess, there are some hidden factors, some mysteries, and it's about you tapping into your intuition. So when you're making these cups, instead of just making a cup, you get the cup and you look at it and you say, okay, Spirit, I got this blank cup. What is it that you want me to put on this cup today? Or how is it you want this cup to look? And see what comes out, what forms, and what vision comes out for that cup that you're holding in your hand, and from there create the cup that you were given the vision for. Also, bottom your outcome, Seven of Swords. You know, it's about you going on a spiritual journey and knowing that your future is bright, you know, because you're tapping into you're tapping more into who you are and what you do. Hey, love. Also, you got the Ace of Wands here on the bottom, Ace of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. So, you're going to win in this cup business as if you cut away over analyzing everything and having to know the outcome and tap into spirit and be led into what to do and how to produce it. I hope that resonates with you. So, we got any more questions? I got time for one more question, and then anybody else, please join me on Clubhouse. The link is on Lunar Pheonix LLC page, and you can go to that page and find the link for Clubhouse and join me over there at 10:05. And the conversation continues, and the readings will continue. How will your procedure go Thursday? Good, good, good. Yes, you did. Okay, Alicia, this is what I'm going to tell you. Um, do not go into this procedure with any hostilities. Do that means for the rest of this week, no conflicts, no arguments, no confrontation, no telling people how you feel in a negative way, no hostilities. Okay, because I see some and I don't know what's going on, but if you can resolve these issues peacefully before you go, I need you to go ahead and do those things. Also, there's a strategy. You need to come up with a strategy about what you're going to do after procedure, how you're going to see about yourself, who's going to be there to support you, who's going to help you out, or things of that nature. I don't know how major it is or how minute it is, but you need somebody there with you for support. Also, at this time, don't go in there worrying about your money. Yes, I know your money may not be what you want it to be, but don't go in there worrying about it at all. Also, your seventh chakra is here, your crown chakra is here. So with that, you're gonna have to come from your higher self. Not you're gonna have to deal with things from your higher self and how you communicate with people and understand that you got to keep your eyes open because somebody's going to be trying to lie to you about some stuff and not be truthful about some things. So keep your mind open and know that and be aware of the deceit. And it may just be if they don't want to tell you something because it's going to upset you at this time. It may not be a major hard lie or anything like that, but it may be someone just trying to keep some things and information from you until after this procedure is done and after you have recovered, so to speak. And with that being said, you need to concentrate on making sure that your sacral chakra is clear. The second chakra, and that's Archangel Ariel. So do your research on Archangel Ariel, and there are frequencies that you can find on YouTube that will help clear your chakras, that especially your sacral chakra, because the sacral chakra is right after your root chakra. The root chakra is what grounds you, and the sacral chakra, for whatever reason, which is um right in the pelvic area, reproductive organs and things like that, you need to kind of clear that so that there are no blockages, there are no hindrances, and everything else will flow, everything else will be in alignment. Because your crown chakra, you come from here, so clear that sacral chakra so that everything flows and that you can hear from spirit, you can tap in and keep your vibrations high, keep your keep a positive attitude, keep a smile on your face, and don't go in there being fearful. And I feel like it's going to be okay. Just make sure that you have some support when you get home, so that it may be simple, but no one wants to come home from the hospital and there's nobody around to talk to, hang out with, or anything like that, on top of everything else. So I hope this resonates with you. I'm going to close out with that. And know that I don't care what you guys are going through in life. You know, I live and I live what I talk. I walk and live what I talk. Life throws things at you that aren't always great, but it's not the end of the world. And you have to keep living and you have to keep pushing. You're more than welcome. And know that regardless of what's going on in your life, it's all is well and things do work out in your favor. But you have to have the drive to continue to live and to push forward. So I want everyone to have a great night. Enjoy your Wednesday, and we'll do this again Thursday at 9. Know that all is well. I don't care what you're going through. And I see those of you guys that are going to join me in Clubhouse in about 10 minutes. So good night, loves.